Good evening and thank you for joining us. O.P.P have now charged a second person in connection with the disappearance of 26-year-old Alyssa Turnbull in Nipigon 2 years ago.
As we first told you on yesterday's news hour, 27-year-old Nicholas Seuss was charged with committing an indignity to a body and obstructing police. And now his father, 60-year-old Brian Seuss, has been arrested on similar charges. But the O.P.P admit they still haven't found Turnbull's remain. Jonathan Wilson reports.
It has taken time, a 27-month investigation. That's a lot of work.
O.P.P are now speaking publicly about what finally led to a pair of arrests in the Alyssa Turnbull case. A father and son from Nipigon were formally charged this week.
As of right now, we have two individuals, Brian Seuss, who's 60, and Nick Seuss, who's 27, are both charged with committing an indignity to a body and obstruction of justice. Both of those are criminal code accounts. We wouldn't be able to lay the charge. We wouldn't have laid the charge if there weren't the grounds to believe that these individuals did have some connection to Alyssa's body after the fact.
Investigators are presuming that Turnbull was the victim of a homicide in the spring of 2020, with her remains hidden somewhere in the Nipigon area. Extensive police searches have been conducted, including at the Nipigon sewage treatment plant in November of 2020. But so far, those searches have come up empty.
We don't know 100% that she is deceased because we have not found human remains to tie to her case. But the evidence that has come to light as part of the ongoing investigation has so far resulted in enough grounds to charge these two individuals. Now, they're not being charged with killing her. They're not being charged with abducting her, just committing an indignity, which could mean anything related to perhaps moving a body after someone is deceased. And obstructing justice, that goes to say, without saying, that's basically misleading or failing to tell the truth to investigators.
Dixon couldn't say whether tips from the public led to the arrests, but a $50,000 reward remains available to anyone who has information that leads to the discovery of Turnbull's remains. And he says the O.P.P will definitely try to get the Seusses to reveal what happened to her.
Will we be talking to these two individuals at length? Absolutely. But we can't speculate on what they may or may not know. That is part of the ongoing investigation. But again, we can't rely on that part of it. We want to talk to everyone who is in the area who might have that piece of information. Yes, that will be part of it, but we want to talk to anyone who may have that piece of information that could lead to solving this case and finding out what really happened to Alyssa Turnbull.
Turnbull's mother, Deb Otway, spoke off camera with TBT News on Tuesday and expressed thanks and appreciation to the O.P.P that somebody is finally being held accountable. But she said the news of the arrests is bittersweet, as it also rekindles a lot of pain and sadness for the family. Jonathan Wilson, TBT News.